Hey everyone, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're tuned in. Now listen, if you're watching this on YouTube, then please hit like, share, and subscribe. And when you hit subscribe, that little bell will come up and hit that and hit all. And that way you are going to be notified of any videos that come up that I do. And for all those here on Facebook that are watching this, welcome and thank you for coming back. And if you're new, thank you for being here. We have to talk about this full moon tonight, this full super moon. See, we've had 5 super moons this year. It's very rare. And next month is the last one. But this is a super moon tonight. Super full moon. And it's in Libra here in Aries season. So this full moon energy, right, is going to usher in balance. Oh Lord, we've been needing it. It's going to usher in balance. It's going to usher in negotiation, right? Compromise, and about finding solutions. So there's a lot of energy here about stability, which is what 2020 is about. 2020 is about clarity and stability, right? There's an element of getting rid or cutting out stuff that has been holding us back. And full moons are about ending things or completing things. And so we need to think, what are we ending or completing? Well, it has to do with something about Libra, since the full moon's in Libra, right? So it's going to have to do with balance. You know, Libra is symbolized by the scales, right? The balance, the scales. And we are stepping into right now, let me turn this page, guys, without knocking everything down, which I do a lot. A new sense of balance. Not only are we stepping into a whole new sense of balance, but we're ending some old sense of balance. So we're stepping into a new sense of balance and ending an old sense of balance that is no longer working for us, right? Or it isn't going to be working for us, since all these changes that have been happening in our lives. So also it's going to deal with relationships. It has to. Since Libra is the major relationship sign of the zodiac, right? So we may be ending some relationships, or ending how we are relating to people that, you know, it's just no longer good for us the way we've been doing it, or it's not taking us further in the way we need. So this is about ending an old way of dealing, I guess. Yeah, dealing with the relationships and stepping into a new way of dealing with relationships. Man, I keep saying this. I mean, something has to end for something new to begin. And that's what this is all about, right? We have learned some lessons. I'm telling you, we have. But now we are leveling up. We're stepping up in our game. So just know, if you don't learn these lessons as you go along this life pathway that God has given you, then you are destined to repeat them. Learn the lessons now. I mean, hell, I've been there. I don't want to go back. I want to learn my lessons and move forward. Learn your lessons and move forward. Because if not, you're destined to repeat them. Period. You know. We want to go to that next level. So we have learned a better way to deal with our relationships, whether it be romantic or work or family or friends, whatever that relationship thing is for you, we have learned a better way to deal with them. And it's going to be something that's more fair, more just, and more of what we need. Mm-hmm. We have been trying to change our lives for so long now. It's been going on. I've been talking about this change for a while. I knew it was coming. I knew it was just happening bit by bit by bit by bit. And we've been seeing it, and now it's just like major. And we're seeing that globally right now with what's going on, this big change. But we've been trying to change our lives. And we're ready for something new, something different. A different chapter, right? A different chapter in our whole life. We are creating a new karmic cycle here. There's a lot of karmic in this whole thing. You know, something ending so something new can begin. From January of this year, 2020, and until April, where we are right now, we have been dealing with old karmic stuff, say the least. Because we were on the last 3 signs of the zodiac at this time, right? But this last new moon, not the full moon here, but the last new moon 2 weeks ago in Aries, right, was the start of a new astrological new year. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. We have been trying to make this big shift, I would say, and thinking about long term. We're thinking about future. We're thinking about long term. Something that's going to last long term, something stable, something with a firm foundation. We haven't found it. We're looking for it. But we kind of know where it is, right? We know where it is. We're going towards it. Because we want something for the rest of our lives here. Seriously. What is really important? What is really important to us? What is really important in our lives? Maybe we have made some things really important that wasn't. And now we're looking and seeing what really is important. And with this full moon in Libra, I think it's going to be about relationships, love, and our foundation. Okay? So it's going to be ultimately what makes us happy. So we are changing. We are changing a lot. We are changing things in our lives to make a new story for ourselves. A new story. We're tired of our old story. And it has created, or if it hasn't created it yet, it will create some chaos. Change comes hard. Change comes slow. Truth comes hard, and truth comes slow. And as we are trying to get rid of a lot of this old karmic stuff and do some rearranging of things all across the board in our lives, because that's what it takes to set us up for some new things. And sometimes we have to unlearn some old things in order to learn some new things, right? So this full moon in Libra tonight, and go out and get it if you get a chance, if it's not cloudy or whatever, and look at that. It's so beautiful. But this new moon in Libra is saying that now we have decided to get rid of this old karma. We're getting rid of it. And we have already started this rearranging in our lives and preparing ourselves for this new story. And now that we are in the middle of it all here, and we are creating what's next in our lives, it's time to bring things back into balance. And this full moon in Libra is saying that there is a lot more that we may need to change, guys. Just saying. But we have to find our bearing in this different space that we're in. Because it is. It's like a different space. And learn to connect with people or relationships that will help us move forward in a more balanced way. We're moving forward to things and relationships that are going to be more beneficial to us long term. Where we're at may not be beneficial to us. We're recognizing that. And at this time, with the God orchestrating the planets the way they are and what He's doing in the heavens is causing us to go, it's not beneficial. I have to move. I have to change. I have to do this. This is where we're at. So we're moving towards those relationships that are going to be more beneficial to us long term. Now, the only time you need to find balance, just going to say, is dealing with hardships. So sometimes things have to get worse before they get better. Hate to say that, but it does. Sometimes things have to get worse before they get better, because there may be more changes or adjustments that we need to make in order to move this step further. And we have to dive deeper into all this change that's going on. And look deep into our own selves and change some maybe toxic ways that we have personally, toxic ways that we have had personally for a long time, that's kept us where we're going or in some kind of karmic cycle. We're ending that. So we have to end all that in order to get out of that karmic cycle, get out of that hamster wheel, so to speak. So sometimes we don't even know we need balance until are so out of balance, basically. Sometimes it has to challenge us so we can find that balance. We have to have that challenge. Balance is found in hardships. But this full moon in Libra is showing us that this opportunity right in front of us is to make the necessary moves and changes for some long-term happiness. That's our goal. And we think, well, that's always been my goal. But guess what? We've gotten a hamster wheel. Here's our chance. And like I said in the last video, this whole energy that's been going on for April is the reset button. You can reset, right? So we have to decide, are we going to embrace this? Or are we going to ignore it? Are we going to embrace this energy or ignore it? Or sit on the couch like a bump on a pickle? It's up to you. But it's here. God's giving you this chance. It's a gift from God. It's a gift from the universe. However you want to look at it. Here it is. Guys, hit like, hit share. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit like and share, and also hit subscribe and hit the bell and hit all. I love you all. We're trying to build this up as much as possible. So the more you hit like and share, the more you comment, it keeps this video in circulation. Guys, I know you know other people that may want or need to hear this. Because I know you did. I know it blessed your socks off. As my dad used to say when he was preaching. But, guys, if you want something more personal, something more, online with what you personally are dealing with, give me a message. Let's set up a personal reading. I promise you won't be disappointed. We can do it on the phone. You know, we're talking about, um, what is it? Uh, Social distancing. Well, that's the perfect way. We do it over the phone. So I don't care where you live. We can do it over the phone. And you won't be disappointed. Give me a call. Um, I'm telling you, this is a really good time. I know with everything going on, it just seems crazy, seems depressing, and we need to look at the other side of this. There are some good things that's going to come out of this. I promise you. I love you all. Till next time, I'll talk to you then.